my sweater at the bottom of the drawer. The one you said made me look like I was yours. The coffee's cold, the house is way too still. I'm waiting for your key to turn, I know it never will. I walk the hallway like a ghost in my own home, tracing shadows in the places we both know. I'm still reaching for your hand when the lights go out. Now I'm screaming names that I can't live without. Saw your car parked down on 5th and Main. I almost stopped and I remembered all the pain. You look so different with that smile on your face, the one I thought that no one else could ever replace. Now I'm just a stranger with a suitcase full of ifs, falling off the edges of these lonely broken cliffs. Turned into goodbye, and I had to learn how to live and to lie. Now I'm just a shadow you're leaving behind, broken in the silence of the old happy times. Old happy so good, weren't we? Just for a second, I'll stay here a while in the old happy times. Spend an hour in the mirror of the bathroom light, hiding every battle that I lost throughout the night. I use a little color to disguise the hollow gray, and draw a line of courage just to make it through the day. I practice every dimple and I sharpen every curve, stealing every muscle, calming every jagged nerve. Then I step out of the doorway and I join the passing crowd, with a face that looks like sunshine while the thunder's getting loud. Everyone tells me I'm doing so great, that I've handled the storm and I've carried if they looked a little closer, past the mask and past the glow, they'd see the cracks beginning, they'd see the overflow. Oh, it's a painted smile and some leaking eyes, the hardest kind of truth wrapped in beautiful lies. I'm a masterpiece of fine, I'm a portrait of okay, while the colors of my spirit start to wash and melt away. The edges are all blurring where the salt meets the ink. I'm standing on the platform, but I'm starting to sink, looking at the world through a masquerade of proud eyes, with a painted smile and some leaking eyes. You saw me at the market and you said I looked divine. You didn't see the tremors or the shaking of the spine. I laughed at all your stories, I even cracked a joke, while inside of my chest something vital finally broke. It's a heavy kind of labor, keeping up this bright facade, to act like I'm not breaking, to act like I'm a god. But the makeup's getting heavy and the glue is getting thin, and the rain is starting early on the surface of my skin. Oh, it's a painted smile and some leaking eyes, the hardest kind of truth wrapped in beautiful lies. I'm a masterpiece of fine, I'm a portrait of okay, while the colors of my spirit start to wash and melt away. The edges are all blurring where the salt meets the ink. I'm standing on the platform, but I'm starting to sink, looking at the world through a masquerade of proud eyes, with a painted smile and some leaking eyes. Don't tell me it's pretty, don't tell me it's hard to watch the slow erosion of a lonely human heart. I'm a clown in the wreckage, I'm a mime in the rain, trying to find the beauty in a lifetime of pain. Skies. I'm a masterpiece of fine, I'm a portrait of okay, while the memory of us starts to wash and melt away. The edges are all blurring where the salt meets the ink. I'm closer to the bottom than anyone would think, looking at the world through a masquerade of prize, with a painted smile and some pain is running down my chin. The disguise is wearing thin. Can you see me now? Beneath the red and white, I'm just a girl boy crying in the middle of the light. Leaking eyes, painted smile. Thought I liked the memories in the room beneath the stairs. I boarded up the windows and I'd offered up my prayers. I told myself the heavy oak would keep the ghost of you away, that if I lost the silver key I'd finally find my way. There's a drive beneath the door, the smells of your perfume. I built these walls of iron, I reinforced the steel. I swore that I had forgotten how a touch was supposed to feel. But you don't need a map, and you don't need a sign to walk right through the center of this fragile life of mine. 'Cause you're the skeleton key to the chambers of my heart. You know every jagged corner, you know every broken part. You don't have to knock, no, you don't have to try to unlock the bitter secrets that I've buried in a lie. With just a single whisper or a look I can't deny. You turn the lock and let the darkness flood the sky. I'm wide open and I'm empty, falling back apart to the skeleton key of my heart. I see you in the doorway with that familiar crooked grin, and all the defenses I've built up start wearing paper thin. You know the hidden latch that leads to where the hurt is kept, the place where all the promises and all the tears have slept. I'm a house of many secrets, I'm a labyrinth of stone, but you're the only person who has ever truly known that you're the skeleton key to the chambers of my heart. You know every jagged corner, you know every broken part. You don't have to knock, no, you don't have to try to unlock the bitter secrets that I've buried in a lie. With just a single whisper or a look I can't deny. You turn the lock and let the darkness flood the sky. I'm wide open and I'm empty, falling back apart to the skeleton key of my heart. I could change the combination, I could weld the hinges shut, but you'd find a way to enter through the deepest, freshest cut. It's a haunting kind of magic, it's a mastery of pain, to watch you walk inside and make me love you all again. Yeah, you're the skeleton key to the chambers of my heart. You know every jagged corner, you know every broken part. I try to scream for mercy, but the words just won't arrive as you unlock the only thing that's keeping me alive. With just a single whisper or a look I can't deny. You turn the lock and let the darkness flood the sky. I'm wide open and I'm empty, falling back apart to the skeleton key of my heart. Click, I hear you coming in. The door is swinging wide again. I can't stop you, I never could. You're the only one with the key, the skeleton key to me. The silence in this kitchen has a bitter kind of weight. I'm standing in the hallway, just a second far too late. I heard the sound of gravity, a sharp and sudden ring, the end of every promise and the end of everything. You didn't have to push me, you just let go of the soul. And now I'm looking downward at a dream I can't make whole. There's no way to glue back the light in the room. There's no way to sweep up the ghost of the bloom. One careless motion, one cold hollow stare, and the treasure we guarded is dust in the air. 'Cause you can't drop a glass heart The shards are so tiny, like the graveyard of our plans. I see a piece of Tuesday when we danced under the rain, right next to the fragment that is pulsing with the pain. You're standing by the doorway with your coat already on, while I'm sifting through the ruins of a person who is gone. 'Cause you can't drop a glass heart on a hard floor and expect it to be like it did once before. It doesn't just crack, no, it shatters to spray into thousands of pieces that won't go away. Now I'm walking on needles, I'm bleeding in blue, trying to salvage the me that was tangled in you. It's a long way to fall from the love that we swore, to the sound of a glass heart on a hard floor. The surface is concrete, the landing was fast. Nothing is built to withstand such a blast. You look at the mess like it's easy to clean, but you can't wash away what this breaking has mean. No, you can't drop a glass heart on a hard floor and ask for the rhythm to start up once more. It's a million sharp edges, a sea of regret, a glittery nightmare I haven't left yet. Now I'm walking on needles, I'm bleeding in blue, still trying to find one clean piece of you. It's a long way to fall from the love that we swore, to the sound of a glass heart on a hard floor. Watch your step, the floor is so sharp now. I'm just a million reflections of a girl you used to know. Crystal and concrete, glass on the floor. The curtains are open, but the world is fast asleep, while I'm drowning in a silence that I'm not allowed to keep. You're lying 3 inches away, but it feels like a mile, staring at the screen with that distant ghostly smile. The dialogue is humming some sitcom from the past, but the laughter feels like shadows that we're moving through too fast. I wanna reach out and touch your hand, but I'm afraid I'll find a ghost. I'm losing the person in this room that I used to love the most, and it's the TV light flickering blue on your face, showing me the hollow parts that I can't quite replace, changing like the weather from neon green to gold, but your eyes stay fixed and your shoulders growing cold. We're sitting digital embrace before the signal fades away without a single trace. And the TV lights flickering blue on your face, showing me the hollow parts that I can't quite replace. Changing like the weather from neon green to gold, but your eyes stay fixed and your shoulders growing cold. We're sitting in the glow of a story not our own. Two people in a movie, feeling all alone. Just the static in the air and the TV light on your face. And the TV flickering blue on your face, showing me the hollow parts that I can't quite replace. Changing like the weather from neon green to gold, but your eyes stay fixed and your shoulders growing cold. We're sitting in the glow of a story not our own. Two people in a movie, feeling all alone. Just the static in the air and the TV light on your face. The credits are rolling, the screen's turning black. I'm waiting for the moment that you might look back, but you just close your eyes in the sudden heavy dark, leaving me here searching for a single dying spark. Just the TV light, now it's gone, and I'm still here. Wicker basket used to overflow with colors mixed and towels tossed in haste. I used to grumble at the mountain on the floor. Now I'm staring at this hollow, empty space. I'm sorting through the shadows of the week, dividing up the whites and all the grays. But I keep finding strands of hair upon your pillowcase, and the silence is a noise I can't erase. It's laundry for one, and the water's too cold, cleaning the fabric of a story grown old. The dryer is humming a song you used to know, but the rhythm feels heavy and the spinning is slow. I'm washing the sand of your skin from my sleeve, learning to live with the things you didn't leave. It's just cotton and water and a heart that's undone, doing the laundry for one. I reached for your blue sweater by mistake, the one with the hole you always meant to sew. I held it to my face until my chest began to ache. Then I put it in the key pile just for show. The soap smells like the morning in July, and we'd hang the sheets to dry out in the breeze. Now the chemical lemon is just a bitter lie as I'm folding up these lonely memories. It's laundry for one, and the water's too cold, cleaning the fabric of a story grown old. The dryer is humming a song you used to know, but the rhythm feels heavy and the spinning is slow. I'm washing where you used to lay down your heavy head. One pair of socks, one empty room. The rinse cycle's over, but I'm not coming clean anytime soon. No, not anytime soon. Just laundry for one, laundry for I'm standing in the kitchen where the tile is cracked and cold, tracing all the promises that we let go of their hope. There's a glass on the counter, shattered into jagged stars. Just a clumsy little metaphor for everything that's ours. I try to sweep the pieces, but I only cut my hand. I guess I'm still struggling to simply understand how a house becomes a hollow, how forever turns to gone, leaving me to face the wreckage in the gray light of the dawn. They say that time is a builder, that it mends what's falling down, but I'm just a ghost wandering through a ghost of a town. I'm not just hurt or lonely, those words are far too small for the way I felt the ceiling give when I leaned against the wall. Oh, I'm awfully wrecked and I'm beautifully torn, looking for the sunlight in a heart that's been outworn. It's a quiet kind of ruin, it's a slow motion crash, watching all our Sundays turn to bitter heavy ash. I'm a ship without a harbor, I'm a bird without a nest. I'm a tired beating engine with a hollow in my chest. Yeah, it's exactly what you'd expect. I'm just awfully red. I saw your coat hanging on the hook behind the door. I haven't had the heart to move it, though you don't live here anymore. This interview is fading like a signal in a storm, and I'm shivering in the places where we used to keep it warm. I tried to call your number just to hear your filtered voice, but the not in service greeting didn't give me any choice. It's a total demolition, it's a structural defeat. I'm just the debris left behind on a one-way empty street. Break it down to the studs, tear the floorboards away. There's nothing left to say from the mess we made that day. You did a thorough job of it, you left no stone unturned, and I'm just the collateral in the bridge that you burned. Oh, I'm awfully wrecked and I'm beautifully torn, looking for the sunlight in a heart that's been outworn. It's a quiet kind of ruin, it's a slow motion crash, watching all our Sundays turn to bitter heavy ash. I'm a ship without a harbor, I'm a bird without a nest. I'm a tired beating engine with a hollow in my chest. Yeah, it's exactly what you'd expect. I'm just awfully wrecked. Look at the mess you left, look at the ghost of me. I'm just standing in the rubble, wondering how I'll ever be free. One piece at a time, one tear at a time, awfully wrecked. I looked in the mirror at the break of the day, but the person I knew has gone far away. There's a hollow space where a fire used to burn. Now it's just ashes and lessons I've learned. I'm wearing the clothes that you used to adore, but I don't feel like me anymore. I've been retracing my steps through the rain, trying to find where I lost my own name. Between your I love you and I have to go, I vanished in ways that I'll never quite show. I'm searching for the missing me, the one who was wild, the one who was free. Before I became just a part of your plan, now I'm holding the ghost of my own empty head. The girl that I was, she's nowhere to be. I'm just a shadow of the missing me. I've got your old records and your favorite book, but I'm scared of the way that they make me look like a house that's been emptied and left to the cold. A story that's finished before it was told. I laugh at the jokes that we used to share, but I'm laughing at nothing, 'cause you isn't there. Oh, I'm searching for the missing me, the one who was wild, the one who was free. Before I became just a part of your plan, now I'm holding the ghost of my own empty head. The girl that I was, she's nowhere to be. I'm just a shadow of the missing me. Is she hiding in the park where we first met? Is she buried in the words that I haven't said yet? I gave you my pieces until I was gone. Now I'm waking up in a colorless of ice in the black. and the weight on my chest is the love I lack. I used to find rest in the crook of your arm, but now there's no shield from the quiet and harm. I hear them all waking, the ghosts in the hall, the secrets we bury, the rise and the fall. They gather like shadows around my bedside to talk of the feelings I've struggled to hide. My heartbeat is heavy, a slow steady drum, inviting the darkness to finally come. I'm tired of fighting, I'm tired of the war, so I'll sing to the pieces of me on the floor. Go to sleep, little demons, lay down your head. Stop tearing the stitches and pulling the threads. Rest for a moment, you've won every fight since she left the house and turned out the light. I'll rock you to sorrow, I'll whisper your name in the ruins of love. We all look the same. Close your eyes, heartaches, don't cry anymore. This is the lullaby for the soul that he tore. The missing you monster is curled at my feet, and the not good enough makes the circle complete. The what could have been is a wolf at the door, and I don't wanna run or to hide anymore. I'll feed them the memories of when you were kind, the golden hued moments I'm leaving behind. If I can't have your touch, then I'll hold on to them. The thorns are the only thing left of the stem. Go to sleep, little demons, lay down your head. Stop tearing the stitches and pulling the threads. Rest for a moment, you've won every fight since she left the house and turned out the light. I'll rock you to sorrow, I'll whisper your name in the ruins of love. We all look the same. Close your eyes, heartaches, don't cry anymore. This is the lullaby for the soul that he tore. Hush now the anger, quiet the shame. The bed is too big, and I'm only to blame for loving a phantom, for chasing a star, and waking up broken right here where we sleep now. The morning is coming, but I'll stay in the gray. I'll sing to the damage until it's okay. Dream of the exit, dream of the end. My demons are now my only true friends. Good night, my heartbreak. Good night. Good. I'm staring through the glass of the picture window. watching the streetlights hum in the rain. The reflection I see is a stranger I know, with a chest full of glass and a head full of pain. It's been 3 months since you packed up the car, but the silence you left is a deafening sound. I'm trying to wonder just where you are, but the what ifs are dragging me into the ground. The coffee is bitter, the curtains are drawn, but the movie of us keeps playing till dawn. I try to shut my eyes, try to lock every door, but the thoughts find a way to crawl through the floor. And the intrusive thoughts are breaking the pain, asking if you're happy or if you feel the same. Are you holding her hand in the way you held mine? Are you erasing our life one memory at a time? I'm a prisoner here in this picture window frame, calling out a ghost who doesn't have a name. It's a beautiful view of a heart that's been caught in the cold, jagged edge of an intrusive thought. Maybe you're laughing at that cafe we liked, or maybe you've forgotten the way that I cry. Did you give her the sweater I bought for your birthday? Did you tell her you love her in the same quiet way? Every car that slows down is a trick of the light. Every shadow that moves is a ghost in the night. I'm tracing your name in the steam on the glass, waiting for a future that's stuck in the past. And the intrusive thoughts are breaking the pain, asking if you're happy or if you feel the same. Are you holding her hand in the way you held mine? Are you erasing our life one memory at a time? A prisoner here in this picture window frame, calling out a ghost who doesn't have a name. It's a beautiful view of a heart that's been caught in the cold, jagged edge of an intrusive thought. Stop telling me I'm crazy, stop telling me to sleep. The secrets I'm imagining are the ones I have to keep. I see you in the kitchen, I see you in the hall, I see you in the cracks appearing on the wall. It's a loop, it's a lie, it's a nightmare in blue, and every single thought ends up back at you. Staring through the window, did you ever really love me? Are you better off without me? The glass is so cold, the view is so lonely. I'm still here, looking for you in the picture window, in the picture window. The engine's humming low against the pavement. The heater's blowing ghosts against the glass. I'm pulled over in a gravel lot we used to know, just watching all the minutes try to pass. The clouds have finally broken overhead. heavy gray that matches how I feel. I'm gripping onto nothing but the memory of you, in the cold hard circle of this steering wheel. I used to laugh and say they look like silver lines, two little worlds colliding on a pane. But now I'm sitting in the dark and picking sides, betting on the tears inside the rain. I'm watching raindrops racing on the window, two tiny hearts just running for their lives. One of them is fast and one is falling behind, just like the way our love survived and died. I'm rooting for the one that's chasing after, the one that's trying hard to catch the lead, but they always merge and vanish in the shadows, just like the words I never got to plead. Yeah, I'm just watching raindrops racing on the window. The radio is playing something soft and low, a melody that tastes like June and you. I remember how we'd sit here until the windows fogged, with nothing but 1,000 dreams to do. Now I draw your name into the mist upon the pane, and watch it bleed away into the door. Every drop that hits the glass is another second gone of a life I don't belong to anymore. Oh, one drop hits the bottom, disappears from sight, another takes its place to join the fight. It's a frantic, lonely marathon of water and of light, and nobody wins at the end of the night. Just raindrops on a window. Goodbye. Goodbye. I found a stack of stationery in the back of the drawer, the kind with the gold trim you bought at that little store. I picked up the pen, but the ink felt like lead, trying to find the living words for a love that's already dead. I started with dearest, then I scratched out the line, because dearest implies that you're still somehow mine. So I settled for formal, I settle for cold, a story in cursive that's already been told. The stamp is a flower that'll never get to bloom. The envelope's an echo in this hollow, quiet room. I'm sealing up the secrets that I shouldn't have to tell. Wishing you were heaven while I'm living in the cell. And I signed it sincerely, unfortunately yours. The casualty of promises and closing all the doors. Sincerely, because I meant every word that I said. Unfortunately for the way that the fire turned to red. And yours, because my heart hasn't learned how to leave, even when there's nothing left for me to believe. Just a letter on the table that the distance devours. Sincerely, unfortunately yours. I didn't mention the way that the house feels so thin, or how I keep waiting for the key to turn in. I kept it so I hope that you're doing okay, instead of I'm dying a little more every day. I didn't write down how I can't sleep on your side, or how many times I swallow my pride. I kept the ink steady, I kept the page clean, ignoring the spaces and the wreckage in between. If I don't mail it, does it mean we're not through? If I keep the paper, do I keep a piece of you? But the ink is drying and the truth is getting clear. You're not there to read it, and I'm not really here. So I signed it sincerely, unfortunately yours. The casualty of promises and closing all the doors. Sincerely, because I meant every word that I said. Unfortunately for the way that the fire turned to red. And yours, because my heart hasn't learned how to leave, even when there's nothing left for me to believe. Just a letter on the table that the distance devours. I'm walking to the mailbox at the corner of the street, feeling the wind through the shoes on my feet. I pull the handle open, I let the paper go. Now the wind is the only thing that'll ever really know. Sincerely, unfortunately, still yours, still yours. I started small with a set of keys, a photograph, and some memories. Then I lost the way you spoke my name, and the way the sunlight caught the frame. I used to think I was built of stone, that I could stand here on my own. But piece by piece, the structure fell, until I was just an empty shell. They say it's a craft, they say it's a skill, to let go of the things that keep you still. But nobody told me the price I paid for watching my world just drift away. Mess lost the scent of you on the sheets. I lost our favorite table on the street. I lost the future we had carefully planned, like a castle built of pouring sand. Now I'm an expert in the used to be, a witness to my own tragedy. I've practiced the walking, I've practiced the stare of someone who's looking for something out there. I'm a scholar of the shadow, a poet of the pain, standing in the wreckage of a love that's in the rain. It's a portrait of a person I no longer knew, and the masterpiece is finished now that I've lost you. Look at the canvas, it's completely white. I've lost the colors, I've lost the light. The art is done and everything is gone. I spent all night folding the edges just right, creasing the memories to keep them in flight. I wrote all the things that I never could say on a white sheet of paper, then I threw it away. I stood on the roof where we watched the stars dim, and I launched every word on a desperate whim. But the sky isn't empty and the air isn't kind. It's a graveyard for messages I'm leaving behind. I thought if I aimed for the heart of the sun, I could find a way back to when we were one. But the clouds are turning a violent shade of gray, and the wind's taking everything I have to say. 'Cause I'm throwing paper planes into a gale force wind, trying to reach the places where we haven't sinned. But they're dipping and diving and tearing apart, just like the fragile remains of my heart. It's a hopeless endeavor, a beautiful fail to send, a comeback through a wintry gale. I'm watching my There's one that says sorry and one that says please. Now they're tangled in branches and stuck in the trees. The ink is all running, the words are a blur, like the ghost of the person I thought that we were. I'm shouting at thunder, I'm screaming at space, but the wind only blows us all back on my face. I'm a pilot of nothing with nowhere to land, holding a blueprint for a life we hadn't planned. 'Cause I'm throwing paper planes into a gate force wind, trying to reach the places where we haven't sinned, but they're dipping, diving, and tearing apart, just like the fragile remains of my heart. It's a hopeless endeavor, a beautiful fail to send, to come back through a wintry gale. I'm watching my love fly away in the rain, just a fleet of white paper planes. In the painful throw, watch them fall, hitting the pavement, hitting the wall. I'm out of paper and I'm out of time, and I'm out of the reasons to make this a rhyme. The storm is much bigger than my little wings. It's funny the chaos that a quiet heart brings. Yeah, I'm throwing paper planes into a gale force wind, losing the battle before I even begin. They're soaked through with sorrow and heavy with lead, landing in puddles of the things we never said. It's a hopeless endeavor, a beautiful fail to try and outrun you in a wintry gale. I'm watching my soul drift away in the rain, just a fleet of white paper planes. In the pain, one more fold, one last flight, but the wind's too strong tonight. Look at them go, they're just paper, and I'm just gone. I'm sitting in the kitchen where the light used to dance, staring at the wall in a heavy kind of trance. The pendulum is swinging, but the face is just a blur, a hollow reminder of the way we once were. I try to count the minutes since you walked out the door, but the numbers don't matter, they don't mean much anymore. The shadows are long and the house is so cold, like a story that stopped right before it was told. I'm waiting for a morning that's never gonna break, living in the silence of a heart about to wake. I'm reaching for the gear, I'm reaching for the spring, but I can't fix the rhythm of a broken down thing. 'Cause I'm a clock with no hands, just a heart in the box, trying to find time, but I might run out of locks. I'm ticking in circles, I'm stuck in the yesterday, while you're miles ahead, finding your own way. The seconds are heavy, but the hours are gone. I'm sitting on the floor of the room we used to share, picking up the pieces that you scattered everywhere. My chest is like a map where the lightning struck the ground. I'm trying to stay quiet, but the pain makes such a sound. I found a silver needle and a spool of common twine, trying to reconnect your broken history with mine. The edges are all jagged and the fabric's ripped and thin. I don't know where the healing stops and where the scars begin, but I can't live wide open with my heart out on my sleeve. Not after how you took your aim and turned around to leave. Now I'm stitched back together with thread and a prayer, holding on to nothing but the cold winter air. Every clumsy staple, every crooked little line is a testament to loving you and wasting all my time. I'm a patchwork of maybe and a quilt of nevermore, just a ghost of the person that I used to be before. I'm barely holding on, but I'm weathered and I'm tethered, stitched back together with thread. Every time I breathe, I feel the tension in the seams. I'm sewing up the holes you left inside my midnight dreams. I use blue for the sorrow, and I use black for the pride, to keep the messy parts of me from spilling out inside. People say I'm looking better, they say I'm doing fine, but they don't see the wire cross beneath the skin of mine. Yeah, now I'm stitched back together with thread and a prayer, holding on to nothing but the cold winter air. Every clumsy staple, every crooked little line is a testament to loving you and wasting all my time. I'm a patchwork of maybe and a quilt of nevermore, just a ghost of the person that I used to be before. I'm barely holding on, but I'm weathered and I'm tethered, stitched back together with thread. One sharp word could rip me wide, one memory could turn the tide. I'm fragile as a paper doll, I'm held by a knot in the middle of the only heart that I have ever got. Don't touch me too closely, don't pull at the stray, or I might just unravel and wash all away. I'm stitched back together with thread and a prayer, trying to pretend that I don't even care. Every clumsy staple, every crooked little line is a testament to loving you and wasting all my time. I'm a patchwork of maybe and a quilt of nevermore, just a ghost of the person that I used to be before. I'm barely holding on, but I'm weathered and I'm tethered, stitched back together with a little bit of silk and a lot of regret. I'm sewing up the parts of me that haven't left you yet, left you yet. Be careful with the needle. Yeah. We built it on a bedrock of forever and a day. We swore that we were different, that we'd find a golden way. We read the books, we learned the lines, we gave it every spark. But the light just kept on dimming till we both stood in the dark. I did everything they told me. I was patient, I was kind. But you can't mend a fabric that the years have redesigned. It wasn't for a lack of trying or a lack of wanting more. Sometimes the ocean simply pulls the sand away from shore. They say that love is a conqueror, that it wins every fight, that it's the only thing that matters in the middle of the night. But I'm looking at these ruins, and I'm looking at your ghost, and I'm realizing trying isn't what we needed most. Because love can fail, and love can break, and love can be the biggest, brightest, beautiful mistake. It isn't always enough to keep the rafters from the floor. It isn't always enough to keep a hand upon the door. We gave it all we had. We walked through fire and the hail, but the hardest truth to swallow is that even love can fail. Oh, fail. It's not a villain in a story. It's not a sudden, sharp betrayal. It's a slow and steady leaking of the wind out of the sail. It's the way we started talking but had nothing left to say. It's the way we started sleeping further and further away. There's no shame in the wreckage, there's no poison in the grief, just the falling of a heavy and long neglected leaf. We were gardeners in a desert, waiting for the rain to start. But you can't force a blossom in a cold and hollow heart. They tell you never give up, they tell you just hold on. But how do you keep holding when the hands are already gone? It's a quiet realization, it's a white flag in the wind, admitting that we lost the war before we could begin. Yeah, love can fail, and love can break, and love can be the biggest, brightest, beautiful mistake. It isn't always enough to keep the rafters from the floor. It isn't always enough to keep a hand upon the door. We gave it all we had. We walked through fire and the hail, but the hardest truth to swallow is that even love can fail. Finally understand that even love can fail. Echo at the hallway like a thunderclap, the last word hanging heavy in the air. I watched the door frame tremble as you walked away and left me standing in the I don't care. The air is vibrating with the things we said. jagged edges of a love gone wrong. But now the sound has vanished like a dying ghost, and the quiet is 100 miles long. I thought the shouting was the hardest part to take, the way we tore the heaven from the room. But there's a deeper kind of damage in the way, a hollow ringing, suffocating gloom. It's the silence after the scream, the waking up inside a broken dream. No more fire, no more lightning, no more noise, just the wreckage of two shattered hollow boys. My ears are ringing with the ghost of your goodbye, while I'm staring at a cold and empty sky. The storm was loud, but the aftermath is me. Oh, the killing weight of the silence after the scream. I'm listening to the clock upon the kitchen wall. It's ticking like a hammer on my chest. I never knew a house could feel so cavernous, like a bird left in a cold and paper nest. I wanna scream again, just to fill the space, to feel the friction of your anger on my skin. Because the stillness is a mirror of your face, showing me exactly where we end and I begin. In the heat of the fight, I could pretend that we were fighting for a way to stay. But in the ice of the quiet at the end, I can hear you walking further every day. It's the sound of the air. It's the sound of the air. It's the silence after the scream, the waking up inside a broken dream. No more fire, no more lightning, no more noise, just the wreckage of two shattered hollow boys. My ears are ringing with the ghost of your goodbye, while I'm staring at a cold and empty sky. The storm was loud, but the aftermath is me. Oh, the killing weight of the silence after the scream.